We're not doing that gag again, Marcus. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Oh shit! I didn't think that far.
How's your refreshing beverage?
I feel so much more agile.
Do you feel
Did you see how quickly I ran?
I saw
feel very agile, and it's super sweet. It's almost like alarmingly sweet.
Almost like it was brewed in some kind of cherry cup.
Yeah, it's definitely got hints of cherry.
This week is sponsored by Deer Vault.
Master brewer.
Hey, brew! Wow, that was real good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it's
Like,
fucking...
you
should
do
do
voice
ADR.
acting
Master
for
brewer.
Budweiser.
Jason, guess what? You're doing good, champ.
Dude, real good.
Dude, we're so proud of you.
What's happening? Are we recording an intervention?
This is an intervention.
I don't know what it's for. Are you going to stand up and read letters to me?
No.
Any of you write your letters?
Alive.
Did you write your letter? I didn't write mine.
No, I've
don't
got
know my
mine
phone.
on the cloud, yeah.
Oh shit! I'm so
You
embarrassed.
don't write a letter.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's fine.
It's fine.
I'll send you my backup
We're
letter. You
turning
can
this
just use
around.
that.
Yeah.
Dion, we're having an intervention.
No, lack of preparation.
No. I prepared a letter.
What?
Redirect Jason. Play the Uno card there. Nice.
At a Comic-Con after party, Griffin McElroy got so excited he was playing Uno that he basically drop-kicked a full beverage onto Lin-Manuel Miranda's pants.
But they're besties, so it's fine.
Yeah, but that just...
That sentence is a great sentence.
This is fucking amazing. Alright.
So this is our...
Hello and welcome to
Hi.
the 2-year anniversary episode.
Yay!
Yay! It feels so much longer.
Yeah, I can't believe
It's been this long.
we've been allowed in studio for 2 years.
Yeah,
running.
actually.
Allowed
that's
is
on
a,
Dion.
allowed is a strong word.
Tolerated.
Tolerated is a strong
So
word.
it's still a strong
I'm
word.
surprised we've been able to sneak in for 2 years. And it's like vampire rules. Like once you get in, you can't.
It's just like it's like a Roadrunner cartoon, and I just keep trying, and I just keep trying, and I just keep getting Wile E.
Is that a pile
Coyote
of Jason snacks?
Don't mind if I do.
outside under a box
And
with propped up by a
And
twig.
they're on this fantastic X, so I could see it.
Yeah.
It's just underneath the box is just a plate with Snyder Cut gossip on it. Snyder Cut gossip and Krabbies.
And I thought it would just be like a box, like a DVD Blu-ray box with like Bloodborne 2, just hastily scrawled on it in Koki. Bloodborne 2, ooh, like the eyes with the hearts coming out.
So for this episode, we've chosen to talk about our patron saint
Yeah,
and his storied career.
Guy Fieri,
No,
mayor of Flavortown.
Well, he's kind of the Guy Fieri
that's
of
Jared's
movies.
spirit guide.
Oh shit.
He's kind of the Guy
Although I
Fieri.
do
of movies,
really
though.
like Flavortown. It's a great place to be.
Food is garbage. No one should eat it.
Garbage is food now?
If you're a raccoon, yes.
I wish I was a raccoon.
Everything is food to them.
But of course, we're talking about Gerard Butler.
Jerry B.
Jerry B.
Our patron saint.
Seeing as the Geostorm episode is our most successful episode that isn't a review.
Allegedly.
And actually just our most successful episode in terms of watch time.
Woo!
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Little known
The
fact.
people want what the people want, and the people want Jerry B.
Yeah.
Apparently the people prefer
Terrible at our
GeoBeards to
job.
CineBeards.
Damn,
The-
we missed a trick there.
Butler is actually an anagram for the French word for ass. Le butt.
What's the R in that?
It's a silent. It's le butt.
Lurba.
What are you, French?
No, but in one film, Gerard Butler is a French knight.
Wow.
Which
He's
one?
got such
Timeline.
range. Which time cop?
Timeline. Well, he's not.
He's got amazing
cop?
range.
Man, that
The
movie
Time Cop
fucking
timeline?
sucks.
So,
What,
Thomas,
Time Cop?
That's not a good start.
corroborate me here.
Corroborate.
But I'm
Okay,
of the
but
opinion...
like at gunpoint or?
yeah.
Crop
Well, no, with a
corroborate.
knife.
All right.
We're not in America, dude.
School shooting here in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
put up
I'll
with it.
corroborate you.
But Jerry B's been in a lot of bad films.
He's been. I've seen many of them. This
Jerry
last
B
week.
has had a lot of bad lines.
Yes, he has.
But Jerry B has never phoned it in.
Not once.
Like
Not
when he
once.
comes to work, he comes
He
to work.
puts in a full 16-hour day every day. There's
He's
never...
like the opposite of Steven Seagal.
Yeah, even in Ghost Cuckolded the movie, he's there.
P.S. I love you.
Yes. Ghost Cuckolded.
That's sweet.
the
What movie?
P.S. I love you.
Oh, that's sweet. Which movie? I don't know if you get the joke. This
P.S.
is-
I love you.
It's the movie
Oh,
where
it's very
he
sweet.
is,
Jason is getting
where
uncomfortable
a
now.
ghost is
Yeah.
cuckolded in real time by a boxer.
I think isn't that
Like
the
the-
movie where all women fell in love with Jerry B?
No,
That's just life.
I was about to
Yeah,
say that's
that's-
like
that's just
his
life.
That's just the
biopic.
Lifetime film,
or-
the
or-
Lifetime
In
original.
1997, when he was leading seaman on the HMS Devonshire in Tomorrow Never Dies.
Yep.
Huh?
I even went back and watched that to see if I could see him, and you absolutely can. Man, he's been in some awful movies.
Yeah, I remember, right? Back around, I think it was 2004, 2005-ish, right? He had just come off of Joel Schumacher's The Phantom of the Opera, right?
That's the
Yeah,
one I
where
didn't
he's
watch.
got heavy auto tune.
Yeah. And
What?
he got cast in...
But he
and-
didn't phone it in.
No,
That's
didn't.
why he needed the auto tune.
He just belted out. Everyone says like, "Ah!" Style guy just turns off his lavalier mic.
And I was like, oh, cool, he's going to be in 300. That seems like a step up. His career is definitely going
In
to
ascendant.
skyrocket.
And
Yeah.
then it didn't.
I did some Jason Law here, which is
And the
both
law.
a weird. I'm the law. It's some kind of tragic origin story because Zack Snyder is involved, but it is because of 300 that I wanted to grow a beard because
Is
I
it?
wanted to look all cool like King Leonidas.
Like-
Nice.
That's funny.
That's
You
because of-
wanted to grow a beard at that point. At that point, Dion and I were already growing beards
And
for years.
It's
I
because-
had a tiny baby face because I'm much younger than you guys. You,
It's
you guys are
because
like 60 now.
It's because of 300 that I was inspired to CGI abs onto myself.
And look at you now.
but only online. Don't look at you in real life.
It was
I
because
said
of...
CGI abs.
I
No,
was-
I've rewatched 300 and
It still holds up.
No, I
It
love
is-
300.
No,
it
it's
is
a
great.
great
It is
fucking
the
movie.
perfect movie for Zack Snyder.
Yes.
Because it works with over-the-top machismo.
Yeah.
Yes.
It works with ridiculous, unnecessary slow motion.
Yes, it does.
It works with terrible color grading.
Works with terrible color grading, and it works with 90% CGI.
Yeah. So,
I
like,
have
it's-
so I'm so sentimental
the
about that
only
film
thi-
because it was one of the best like cinema experiences I had during that time because it was just like it was this group of about like 7 of us. Just a bunch of bros.
just dudes.
Yeah.
Just
Dude,
dude,
it was the
just
first movie-
pure testosterone. We were just like
This
cheering.
was
It was the
years
first
before
movie-
like we had mainstream IMAX here. Like
Yeah.
we still had only peasant cinema.
And it was
Dark
the first
times.
movie that I went repeatedly to go and see in the cinemas.
I will refute that actually because when that was a thing, the IMAX was.
Yeah, it was at the
around.
waterfront.
Yeah, it was at the waterfront.
It was
and
the
it was
only
mostly
IMAX
Dockies
yeah, it was-
Yes.
it was pretty
and then
much only
Matrix
Dockies.
Reloaded.
That's
Which
why
I
I said
saw.
that's why I said mainstream IMAX because we had documentary IMAX, which was
Yeah.
always
The
fucking
fucking-
that was amazing. I want
Jesus, that was
documentary
rad.
IMAX.
The
come back.
Matrix Reloaded at the IMAX was so bad
I
because
know.
it's
Yeah.
yo,
It was
even at the
not
time,
optimized.
I was, no, and it was just like
you could
all
see
the,
the individual things.
yeah.
Speaking of Matrix, it's coming back to the cinema.
Yes, number 4.
No.
the first one.
The
Oh, the
first
first
three.
one's coming back.
It's getting
The first three are
re-released.
getting.
Okay,
they're
to
getting-
build
Nice.
up hype.
Yeah. I'll go see it. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go see the first one.
But what?
Actually, no, I'll go see all of them because number 2 had that fucking awesome highway scene.
Exactly.
They built
Do you know
a
how they
fucking
could improve on it,
70-mile
though?
highway.
Gerard Butler.
There we go.
Say again.
That's how they could improve on the Matrix.
We need Jerry B up in there.
Jerry B.
Jerry B for Matrix 4 confirmed.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
He should be
CineBeard
he should play
exclusive.
Neo 2.
But yeah, 300 was, I think, a big part of my young teenage Jason life experience.
Yeah.
And
It's not.
and like everybody puts in a good day's work with the acting except the dude who plays Stelios.
Which one is he again?
I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you. I'll fucking kill you.
I think that's
I'll
your
fucking
answer.
kill you.
It's Michael Fassbender.
All right.
Michael
He
Fassbender's
doesn't
in
put-
300.
Yeah.
Yes, it's his first. It's his first
It was like his
movie
first
feature.
Yeah.
You guys keep talking.
Okay.
I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched
He's the one. You remember where they're all lined up and
And
there's
he goes,
one spot.
Stelios!
He's like,
and then he
"We are
runs
with
and
you,
jumps.
sir. Spartan, for freedom to the death. He's that Spartan, and he's the guy that like
That
runs and
jumps off
and
of Leonidas'
cuts-
back. Yeah.
and he cuts the slave master's hand
Hand
off.
off. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
How
That's
do you
where
know
Thomas
that?
first fell in love.
It is where I. It's where I first.
In lust.
Yeah, it's true. I'm in. Yeah. I want. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't blame you because I'm just looking at pics now and
Yeah, you are.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
man
you are.
is.
Yeah, you are.
I can't fucking believe Robert De Niro was in 300.
Oh, he's sexy. like, I'm allegedly a cis white straight male, but like, yeah, if he came up to me looking like that and be like, I'd be like, fine.
Look, I would say I'm a hetero cis white male.
Cis.
If early 2000s Josh Hartnett didn't exist.
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, you've seen Penny Dreadful. You know what's up. You know what's up.
But
I should
I'm talking more
rewatch
like I'm
300.
Slevin
You
Josh
talking
Hartnett.
Slevin.
Yeah.
My man.
Rewatch 300.
My man. We're talking about
you
Gerard
should
Butler.
you should rewatch 300 because what's really fucking cool is a lot of the fighting and stunts in it Jerry B did himself. Mm-hmm. Because they only had
Well, like
one.
Thomas
they only had
said,
one
he
shot.
never phones it in.
He never phones it in.
Never
Like the
phones it
entire
in, yes.
time on set, he was saying he didn't want people to like. He wanted his co-stars to kind of put in as much work as he did. So like between shots and stuff like that, he was busy doing like bicep curls and push-ups to like keep himself
What a-
pumped and looking like
What an
ripped as
absolute
fuck.
hero.
That
And
just
then
sounds
for
like
the
what
know
they
the
did in,
first
Red
fight
Hot.
scene where he essentially goes out ahead of everyone else and he's doing all those twisty things with his spear and
Yep.
then stabs the guy and pulls out his sword and does all those things.
He did that for real.
Yeah,
So they
Those
could save
stuntmen
on
are all
CGI
dead.
budget.
he killed people.
Yeah.
No,
They were so long.
Zack
They
Snyder
phoned-
wanted.
Snyder was like, keep
He was
shooting.
like, keep going, it's gold.
Snyder wanted his stunt guy to do it, but of course Jerry B and his stunt guy are tight.
Of course
They're tight.
Yeah.
So his stunt guy was like, "Look, just practice with me now, and like just off the side, so people can see you. They can see you're like capable of doing this stuff. We want you to do this." So Jerry B was practicing with him and stuff like that, and Zack Snyder's like, "You know what? We
Get
only
in
got
there.
2 shots for this. We'll give you,
one of them.
first go at it." And the first go that he did is the one that's
Nailed
used
it
in the
in
movie
one.
because
And then
nailed
he
it.
returned to his stuntman. He was like, "Thank you so much for helping me. You're my inspiration, and you're fired. Fucking fired."
High fives, Jackie Chan.
I know that.
Jackie
that
Chan wasn't even
sequence-
supposed to be in that day.
He came in when he heard.
Yeah, he got the call. He was
So we
like,
got the call. Somebody's
five.
trying to crib
No,
on
no,
you.
no. He felt a whisper on the wind. He's like,
He came through the window at the top.
somebody up with a chair.
And he slid down a pole with like a bunch of Christmas lights.
Smacks him with a chair and a table.
That poor PA died. Apparently, for that shot, they shot it concurrently on 3 different cameras.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
they to do the blending between the different
It's
speeds.
so cool.
Yeah, that is fucking cool.
It's like
Yeah,
the coolest thing Zack Snyder's ever done. But I can't even
And
give it to
it's
him
super-
because his DOP did it.
Yeah. And it's super impressive that Gerard Butler himself did it.
That is the most impressive.
It's like the
super
ladies of
physical
Glow.
Thing. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Again, that's super physical. Cut then to a less impressive action movie, Timeline. Have you guys? Okay,
No,
have
I have
any
never
of you
seen
seen
Timeline.
Timeline? Okay,
No.
do you know what it's about?
No.
The
no,
timeline.
but I am willing to
Okay,
look
so
up.
it's a
blurb.
Michael Crichton book, of course, because
Okay.
every single
Okay,
book he's
yeah.
ever written has been adapted into the film. And as with all his other books, it's as scientific. So the premise is a group of archaeologists go back in time to 14th century England, and they have to rescue the professor and who's been sent back in time as well.
From
and
Futurama.
Pretty much. And they only know this because they find his glasses at the site that they're digging
It's
at.
the
And they're
professor
like,
from
what the
Futurama.
fuck? These glasses are 600 years old. Ah.
Do one of them like pick it up and like look at each other and go, "Bad news, everyone."
Almost. And so then they go to this corporation that's been funding the dig, and it turns out that they sent them back in time and whatever. And so
This sounds
they then go
amazing.
back in time, and they're like, the briefing for when they go back in time is like, okay, so you can't bring anything modern back, obviously, because you might drop it and it'll fuck with the timeline. One of the dudes that they take 2 Marines to guard them. One of the Marines takes a grenade. He has a grenade.
It's not
and-
very big.
And he drops it and
No,
leaves.
he does. But he drops it because he's being chased by a bowman and he gets shot, and he then travels back to the future and drops the grenade in the time machine and blows it up. And so the rest, half the movie spent repairing the time. But anyway, so Jerry B, they just spend the whole movie fucking with time. Like, they give the ancient English napalm and cannons and like, the part where fucking they're captured and there's Americans on their team and they're like, oh, you sound weird, and they're like, yes, we're Scottish.
That tracks. It tracks.
Hey Thomas, can I blow your mind?
Yeah.
People in time travel movies, they're always like, don't change anything small in the past because you could affect the present. But nobody ever thinks, don't do anything small in the present because it'll affect the future.
Oh shit. But yeah, no, they spend the rest of that movie just fucking with time, to the point where Gerard Butler's character,
I deserve that.
Gerard Butler's character, who's like an archaeologist, who's like, oh, back in the day when men had honor, he decides to stay in the past because he falls in love with a French princess and then like completely alters the flow of history.
Nice.
And they said, don't do small things.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Paul Walker is also
Yeah,
in that
Paul
movie.
Walker's
wow.
the lead.
Yeah.
And he also spends the entire film pressuring a girl to have sex with him, who like constantly
When was
rebuffs
this movie
him.
made?
2003.
Yeah,
That's
too late. Too late.
Man,
that's
it
too
sounds
late to have an excuse.
Yes.
Never acceptable,
No,
but too late to have an excuse.
Yeah, no, he spends the whole
Man, dude,
movie.
it fucking sounds like he was on fire.
Speaking of fire, Rain of
Rain of
Fire?
Fire. Do you know what?
I forgot
Rain of
he
Fire-
was in that.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Rain of Fire actually is okay. It is perfectly fine. It
No,
is
It's a dragon
it's an
movie from
enjoyable
2002.
it is
movie.
a 6 out of 10.
And much like
and-
Jerry B, Christian
you're
Bale
off.
never does a phone-in.
No.
I watched
You're
it at
off.
the
It's
cinema.
a 6.2 out of 10 according to IMDb.
Well, I give
You
it
watched
a
it at the
6.2.
cinema? When did it come out again?
2002.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're old.
What's really cool about the movie is I
was 16.
Yeah.
They're
I
really
was 12.
smart with
11.
They're really smart with the
Ew.
CG of their dragons.
Yeah.
Because they're constantly like far away. The dragons are always kind of far away,
Yeah.
or they're like in the clouds,
Yeah.
or they're just like, you only really see bits of them. And then when you see a dead dragon, they made this
Practical.
really detailed, practical dragon mold. So you're
Nice.
actually like, these dragons look alright. The one time where it looks like abject shit is right in the beginning when you have a close up on its face and its eye goes like, "Eh," and it like glares at very young Christian Bale. And it looks terrible.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm looking at it now. Christian Bale was in it. Matthew McConaughey
Matthew
was also in
McConaughey's
it.
like shaved head, tatted up ex-marine is all like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill those dragons," and then
I'm gonna kill them.
that's pretty much how he goes.
Yeah.
And then Christian Bale's like,
And-
"No, don't do it," and then he kind of does, and
And
And-
Doug Cockle.
Jared Butler dies like a hero. Dies like an absolute hero, saving children in that movie.
Nice.
He's like, "I'm
Fantastic.
gonna save the children," and the dragon's like, "Bleh," and then he dies.
And then so do the children.
So I love.
Yeah.
I have to rewatch this because Doug
Dude,
Cockle is
no,
in
dude,
it,
dude.
and Doug Cockle is the voice of Gerard of Rivia.
Jerry of Riviera.
Oh, so he's the
Jerry
least
Did-
charismatic voice actor.
Did he do
in the
the voice for Jerry Revere in Monster Hunter World?
Yes, he did.
Most likely, yes.
Same for in Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty bland.
But yeah, it's a really nice movie. I like the post-apocalypse. Like it's a nice post-apocalypse idea.
I have very vague but very fond
It's
memories.
just like, dragons take over the world and kill everybody.
It's an
Rad.
enjoyable
sounds
movie.
rad.
I haven't watched it in
No,
years.
It's rad
but
as hell.
And
Like,
I like it because it's post-apocalypse movie that's devoid of any YA trappings, which I'm immediately interested in.
Yeah,
And it's a super hopeless post-apocalypse as well, because it's like everybody's dead, they're all starving, there's no food, dragons are unkillable sort of thing. So like I like it. It's cool.
Nice.
Rewatch it. And again, Jerry B plays this like charming guy who's like quite upbeat, even though it's
His career's on the upswing.
Yeah.
Everything's going right for him.
It's going great.
if only Doomsday had Jerry B in it, I could have a reason to rewatch that one.
that was filmed
Shot
here,
that
wasn't
here,
it? But it was supposed to
exclusively shot here,
be.
except for like 3 scenes which are shot in the UK.
Yeah.
What movie is that?
Doomsday.
This is a virus movie.
The ones with all the naked alternative people.
Yeah, it was very easy to cast.
It's the one where there's this girl and she drives a Bentley through the countryside because she finds it in a shipping container. It's fucking great.
When
It's
was this from?
ridiculous.
2007, I want to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah. Around there-ish.
No fucking idea.
Well then,
Never heard of it.
watch it. It's alright.
You shut up.
It's like 4 out of 10.
Does it have
Fun.
Jerry B?
No,
Fuck it.
it's useless to this episode.
Is that your
By
new
that logic-
your new metric
You
for
knew
movies?
magic.
For today it is.
Yes. Fuck.
But today
By
it is.
that- by
Oh,
that
dude, I can't
logic-
wait to not rewatch Lord of the Rings.
Oh, you should totally rewatch Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, and The Cradle of
Yeah,
Life.
he's in,
I remember
he's
that.
In the sequel.
What?
When you
He's
when
the
you
love
first see
interest.
when you first see
There
him,
was a
he's busy
sequel?
doing
He's doing like
to
upside
the-
down push up
Dude,
slash
he is
pull ups
To
on
the
the ceiling.
Angelina Jolie
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
There
And
was a
he's-
sequel.
and
Yeah.
he's got this hectic shower scene as well, doesn't he?
Yeah. No, there's they
they-
objectify him
He gets
pretty wonderfully.
objectified, dude.
He is way better than Daniel Craig as a Lara Croft boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A
Absolutely.
Croft boy.
Because I actually liked the first Tomb Raider.
They were both entertaining. They weren't good movies,
No,
but they were
but
both
like,
yeah.
entertaining.
like
I said I
some
liked
cool
it.
stuff in
Yeah.
there. Like the robot was all like, do.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though, yeah, fuck that robot forever.
Yeah,
it looks
so
terrible.
dumb. It's the worst
but
thing ever. But like, it's cool.
Yeah, it's dumb but cool.
And the weird ribbon from the ceiling fight.
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
pretty
the
cool.
aerial ballet, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
That was from the first
Oh
one.
god, yeah, it's because of... You know why it's terrible? It's because of all the fucking 90s techno.
Nah,
Oh,
90s
shit, I
techno
forgot
was
about
That's why
that.
it was great.
Yeah,
not-
hey, that made Blade 1 bearable, okay? Blade 2
did.
is actually a fun and good movie, I will
Except for the CGI.
I
Except for
actually
the
like
CGI.
all the Blade movies.
Yeah,
so-
I think Blade 3 is fucking awful. Fucking
I said I
awful.
like it. I
Yeah.
didn't
Look
say
at
it's
Ryan
good.
Reynolds, though.
No, dude, he's terrible in that movie.
He's having so
he's
much
Deadpool
fun.
without the charm in that movie.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit though. I love that they had to
Triple H is in
CGI.
there.
They had to fucking CGI Wesley
His
Snipes' eyes open.
and, all of
what
his
a
wide
mess.
shots.
Because a
on
lot
his
of like
and
a lot of
Dominic
Ryan
Purcell.
Reynolds, yeah, like a lot of Ryan Reynolds lines that were just like improv. Then he was
Yeah.
just fucking with Wesley Snipes because Snipes was so fucking high the whole time.
great. But
great.
that doesn't have Gerard Butler in, so we
No,
don't care
fuck
about
it.
it.
Fucking throw my box set
But
in the river.
a vampire movie
Buy
that,
the box set,
that
then
does
throw it in the
have
river.
Gerard Butler in it as Dracula is Dracula 2000.
Dead and Loving It.
No,
Dracula
Dracula
2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Have you seen Dracula 2000?
No, but I've heard really good things.
He is the most charismatic, sexy motherfucker on the planet. He's like long, flowing, black curly hair, big trench coat. Every woman that he walks past in the movie is like,
Is every woman you, Thomas?
I was just about to say, like,
no, Jason, it's you. So ha.
Hey, fun fact, Dracula 2000 came out in 2000.
Yes, that's the point.
That's why
I
it's
imagine
called
that's
that.
the point.
That is the joke.
No,
No, that's not the joke. That's the marketing angle.
Yeah, it's like Ghostbusters 2016.
there wasn't a joke in that movie. I don't know what you're...
There was. Chris Hemsworth was
Yeah,
amazing.
Chris
in
Hemsworth
it.
had a couple of great jokes until the third act where they were just like, lol, let's just overuse him.
And underutilize our other actors.
But yeah, that movie was very, very bad. Stars Hack the Planet guy.
What movie was
Matthew
very bad?
Lillard.
Matthew Lillard, thank you.
Dracula 2000.
Dracula 2000.
Is it bad?
It's very bad.
Oh, wow.
Very,
it's
very,
terrible.
very, 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 very,
Oh,
very,
really?
very. At one point,
I've had it recommended
at one-
to me,
by,
which is weird.
Well,
Probably someone who
by
hates
who?
me.
I recommend terrible movies, so like fair enough.
Oh, not
Like,
Matthew Lillard.
Also,
sorry, the
a
other
movie
one,
doesn't have to
Johnny
be good for
Lee
you to like
something.
it.
Yeah, the movie at
You of
one
all
point
people should know
features
that,
the line where the chief protagonist, who is Dracula's daughter because when Van Helsing trapped Dracula, got stabbed with a pike that had Dracula's blood on it, and he knocked up a lady that then was part Dracula.
This seems very easy to follow.
And oh yeah, it's great to watch too. And then so she's basically Dracula's child, and she has a roommate, and Dracula goes to her house, and Dracula then has sex with her roommate and turns her roommate into a vampire. And then when she goes back to her house,
Wait. Hold up right there. I thought he turns people into vampires by draining their blood and giving them some of his.
No. They play fast and loose with vampire
so they just do a
rules.
six.
It's
It's a STD.
No.
Vampirism.
He does bite her. The biting is what turns people in this mythos.
Oh, so it's like a Zambo.
Yeah, kind of like a Zambo, and so
Zimbabwean.
does the thing with the roommate, and then the girl goes back to her house. The roommate is then like, all vampired up and says the most amazing line. She's like crawling on the side of the wall, and is like, "Oh, he was better than chocolate." It's just like,
Wow.
who
recommended this?
Chocolate in their vagina.
Who recommended
wrote
this movie
this?
to you, Dion?
I can't
And it's
recall.
really great
You should
because
cut them out of your life.
it's really great because the rest of the movie, much like Queen of the Damned, was just a long music video. This is also just a long music video, but with worse music.
Does
And it just features virgin music
Does he
the
ever
whole time.
stand in the wind with his mane and cape flowing?
He does.
Good.
He does.
Good.
Does he ever
Oh,
come
it's also-
face to face with his nemesis, Nathan Fillion?
Yes, he does. Nathan Fillion is a fucking priest in this movie.
What?
Dude, this movie is bonkers. You have to. And Omar Epps is in it.
It was just recommended to me again.
Again.
I'll cut you out of my life.
No, but do watch
That
it.
implies that he's in it.
Do watch it. It's terrible. Watch it. Like that.
I see him once every 2 weeks. He's in my life more than almost any other person I know.
Wow.
At one point, so the reason why Dracula's in the movie, Gerard Butler,
Because it's called Dracula 2000. They're
Yes,
like, we
but
needed
it's-
Dracula.
no, but the point is that
It's like Gotham where they didn't want to have Batman, but they kind of had to.
the reason he's still alive, why Dracula's still alive, is because Van
He's
Helsing
immortal.
said, "I've tried to kill him. I never figured out how." At the end, they just hang him and put him in the sunlight, and it's like, why didn't?
Van Helsing's like, ooh.
And Van Helsing has been keeping himself alive for hundreds of years, since like 1800, with like leeches. He's harvested Dracula's blood with leeches and put it in himself. That didn't turn him into a vampire.
Okay.
Didn't
No,
turn out
because he
because
didn't
he
do
wasn't
sex
bitten
with Vampire.
So
Vampire. Vampire is my favorite Dracula.
So he's been keeping himself alive for hundreds of years, trying to figure out how to kill Dracula, and he never thought to put him in the sun. Also, Dracula's Judas, by the way.
Dope.
That
Well,
actually
I
makes
mean,
good sense.
there's actually
That tracks. That's why why
silver.
silver. Yeah.
So that's where that is, and there's actually a flashback scene with Jeebus.
Ooh, who plays Jeebus?
No idea, it's a random dude.
Jim
Jabonicus.
Caviezel.
It's not.
It's Mel Gibson, dude.
I was gonna say.
Mel Gibson in a skirt.
Do you know what's
I was
really
gonna say
funny?
it's Hercules.
Do you know what's good? Do you know what's really funny? It's a dude.
Hey, have some respect. Hercules.
It's a dude with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Of course it is.
Well, I mean that's how Jesus looked. So.
Yeah,
For sure.
We were totes Aryan, guys.
absolutely
Yeah,
everyone in
100%.
Jerusalem
But yeah,
looked that way.
Well, no, just Jesus.
That movie is. Oh.
Bonkers.
It's
So good.
It's peak 2000. It's peak 2000, but all the worst parts.
I can't wait.
Did you rewatch Geostorm?
I did rewatch.
Oh, really? I
Geostorm.
still have to rewatch
Does it
Geostorm.
hold up?
No, no,
Yes,
it
that is the best
doesn't.
noise.
Well, we'll get there.
We just did.
Yeah, we've arrived, Marcus.
Well, we're gonna go back and forth. We're looking at his career as a whole, not just.
Steo Jorm.
Steel
Yeah.
job, but rock and roller, man. Holy damn!
That
what
is
a great
probably
movie.
my favorite Richie movie.
I want to say it's my favorite, but I saw Lock, Stock first.
Yeah.
So, like-
I saw Snatch first.
What
So
a
it's pretty
great
much the
intro.
same movie as Lockstock.
Kinda
You
the
saw
same
the
thing.
sequel to Lockstock before you watched Lockstock.
They're not. Are they related?
Yeah, they're
I thought they were
sequels.
just the exact same
Snatch-
movie
Snatch is a
that he
sequel.
just did twice. But yeah, it was the first
Did you
one that
not
I
get
saw.
the joke why it was called Snatch?
No.
Yeah, diamond. They steal a diamond. They snatch it.
Oh, okay.
And that's what makes it a sequel.
and he's a guy, a richy guy.
Oh, because he's married to Madonna.
Was married.
Married to Madonna.
That's what I'm gonna say.
They made that movie
Yeah,
together.
then he saw arms and he's like, nah, I'm out, man.
Nah.
Them scary veiny arms.
At first he was like, "Why are you wearing a long sleeve dress to our wedding?" And then
She's like, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. But no, that movie's rad, and he is great as 1-2.
He
Yeah,
married
he
her
is.
and then he discovered she'd already had sex
that
with
is
someone.
also the one movie where Tom Hardy speaks with a human accent.
And even no, he's got a bit of a lisp.
Yeah,
yeah.
bullshit.
He's got a bit of a lisp.
ADR. They're like
They
that.
just overdubbed him.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
got a
that
little
Christopher
bit of a
Lee
lisp.
overdubbing his voice.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a lisp, but that's the closest. That's the
Yeah,
closest he's ever come.
I'm still pissed that he's never delivered the real rock and roller.
He said he would, but
What's
hey,
this?
In the
instead-
credits, it's like
Yeah, the
they
real
will
rock-
return in the real rock and roller.
But instead, we got the King Arthur movie,
Well, we were supposed to get Machete in space. We can't all have what
and we were
want.
supposed to get
I know.
District 10
Yeah.
after 3 years. So
Did anyone watch See Gamer?
yes, Gamer's
Yes.
rad. I was going to talk about
I
Gamer
watch
next.
Gamer.
Gamer's super
That's
cool.
where he's a convict and he's controlled by a boy.
Yeah,
What?
Yeah.
yeah. And
Ludacris
Ludacris is in it.
rather than have video like just
Wait,
regular video
let me just
games.
read this. Let me just read the summary.
Okay, you can read the summary.
In a future mind-controlling game, death row convicts are forced to battle in a Doom-type environment. Convict Cable, spelt with a K, controlled by Simon, a skilled teenage gamer,
Simon Belmont?
must survive 30 sessions in order to be set free. Or won't he?
Well, he has to survive 30 sessions, but he's being controlled by someone, so it's not really in his hands, is it?
No, it's not.
That's fucking
It's
cool.
rolling the dice.
That's a
movie-
cool concept.
The movie
That is a pretty cool concept.
Cool. Like it's just like hyper violent, just awful dystopianism.
And in the end, he teams up with the boy that controls him.
Yeah. And it's got Michael C. Hall as the chief antagonist.
Yeah.
And he's a real.
guy from
He
Dexter.
plays a fantastic creep. Like he's just like this creepy tech dude, and he plays it really.
Yeah,
well.
I can totally see it.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
a creepy
It sounds real
chick.
The
good.
movie
When was
didn't-
this from?
The movie didn't review
Mid
well.
2000s?
2006, I want to say.
Yeah.
Mid 2000s,
2009.
2500.
2009.
2009.
I remember the movie didn't review well, but I remember enjoying it and rewatching it. I was like, yeah, it's still alright. It's
Terry
pretty
Crews
aw-
is in it. Come on.
Yeah, Terry
Come
Crews.
on.
Terry
It's a
Crews,
video games thing.
Terry Crews plays a villain, and it's really disconcerting because he does it pretty well. And you're like, at one point he like kills someone and is like, just like slathering the blood all over himself, and oh look, this is the blood, and Gerard Butler's just looking at him like, why are you so weird, dude?
And then he makes his boobies go beep beep
Yep.
beep 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 beep.
And then he takes an automatic shotgun and he shoots it one-handed while looking at Jared Butler. And
Well,
Jared
of
Butler's
course he
just
can,
like,
because he's got the arm strength to can't
yeah,
take that.
and the
that-
gun's just like, it's like, that's a fucking shotgun.
Everyone on set is just like diving for cover. It's like, who gave him a real gun?
You killed all the extras.
Hey, this wasn't a moonlighting film.
We can get more.
But no,
Yeah, at least we save on fake blood budget.
it's got Ludacris in it as well.
What? That's
What?
ludicrous.
Chris Bridges.
Chris Bridges.
Chris
He was in a 30 Rock
Ludacris.
Watch
episode,
it.
so...
And
You support him.
Jared Butler's versatile because he's done Shakespeare. Coriolanus, where he plays Ralph Fiennes' opposite number and antagonist, where he does Shakespeare.
Yeah.
That sounds
I mean, he is an actor
horrifying.
from the
It's-
UK.
No, it's
so-
great. It's really good.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
I'm not
Who
gonna watch
elected you?
Me.
Okay,
That's fair.
as judge, you can elect yourself. So yeah,
I'm
track.
Judge Judy and
Sustained.
Executioner.
Judy,
Sustained.
it's simple supply and command.
But no, it's really good. It's got Brian Cox in it as well.
Professor Brian Cox.
Yes.
Brian! That's funny.
Dude, it's a really solid, like, modern Shakespeare movie.
Dion, an English major.
Hey, man, I like it.
Although he did do a ton of rom-coms, didn't he, Marcus?
Ralph Fiennes directed Coriolanus.
Rafe Fiennes.
Rafe.
Fiennes.
Ralph.
Ralph
Ralph's his
Fiennes.
brother.
Oh,
Well,
Ralph
I'm
breaks
looking
the
here, and
Shakespeare net.
in terms of like
Fuck off.
straight up rom-coms, the only one that really jumps out
is
is that
Ghost Cuckolded.
is Ghost Cuckolded, the movie. Yeah.
He was
Where
also
he
in
plays
The
a
Ugly
character-
Truth.
Was ugly truth. I missed that one.
That
Wait,
you're all gonna die alone.
I just want to point out, remember that in PS I Love You, aka Ghost Cuckolding, he does play a character called Jerry, so he's actually playing himself.
But guys, I've got wait.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that movie called? The Ghost Cuckolding one?
PS I Love You.
I love you too.
Oh.
You guys love each other so much. Why
Fucking-
don't you get married?
We are married.
Yeah.
Oh,
Both of us are married.
no,
Yes.
get married to each other is what I meant.
Why would we do that?
That's dumb.
'Cause
Well,
you love each other.
Why didn't you tell us this before? We married different people. You said,
come
why
on.
didn't you get married? And then we got married.
Jason, why
I'm
were
sorry.
you not
No,
objecting
you're
at
right.
the union?
You're
Yeah,
right.
fuck's
No,
sake.
that's on me.
I wasn't there, so
on
I
you.
couldn't have been to blame for once.
I invited you
For once, it's not my fault.
after the fact.
Thank
I'm
you.
inviting you now.
Thank
You're
you.
invited to my
To be
wedding.
fair,
To be fair.
Dion invited me to his 3 days before the wedding.
Yeah. In fairness, we had very limited number of
Time.
people.
Also,
I
I'd
com-
only known you for like a year.
Yeah, but I mean, we've known each other for many years after that. So
So retroactively,
Yeah.
should have.
yeah.
Although,
I get it, like,
I'm going to see if
yeah,
I can
I-
find the invite that Dion
I
sent
can
me
see-
because it's.
Because it's a winner.
Oh, God, it's a
Oh,
winner.
there were some other rom-coms. Trying to get back to that. I mean, there was Machine Gun Preacher.
Machine Gun Preacher was alright. They shot that here as well. Shot a lot of films here.
51st Dates was a rom-com.
Yes.
And also not Gerard Butler.
Oh yeah, The
Yeah.
Ugly Truth.
Never
he
said
was
it
in
was.
that one.
I haven't seen that.
It's a rom. I'm trying to look at rom-coms. He wasn't in many rom-coms, Jason. Where do you get the idea that he's a rom-com guy?
Well, just
No,
Ghost
he's
Cuckold.
He's not a Ryan.
Gods
was already an
of Egypt, where all of the gods
Oh,
of Egypt
oh dear.
are white, except
Yep.
for one, who's Thoth, who's also Black Panther.
Who's
Yeah.
sorry? What's his name?
Thoth.
Oh, I thought you said Thought.
That hoe over there.
What?
Fuck you.
Is that what
people.
it stands for?
Thought. Yeah.
Yes.
Did
that
you not
hoe
know?
over there.
No.
That hoe over there.
That's what Thoth stands for.
Oh, fuck society.
Have you been
man.
living a lie
We
this
live
whole
in a
time?
society, Jason.
Fuck it.
We live in a society.
Jason, you really need to get up to speed with your like urban acronyms. Come on.
With your Twitterisms.
I don't know. I don't think they're that kiff.
They're pretty kiff.
Dope.
They're pretty rad. Pretty sick.
Dion,
They
what
reach
you
radical
Dion?
heights.
Contribute.
Tell us how much you love Jerry B.
Tell much how much you love Gods of Egypt with Nikolai Coster-Waldau as an Egyptian.
Does this have Michael Fassbender in it?
Has he ever starred alongside?
Does
Michael
it have
Fassbender
Mike?
other than
Don't look at me
300?
like that.
300,
Does
no.
it have Michael Fassbender in it?
No.
Then I'm not interested.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh,
but
you're trying to
what-
win back some brownie points there.
But what if it has
Double eye winking. Phew, it's serious.
Michael Anthony Taylor in it?
No, it's the wrong Michael.
Is this because you didn't invite him to your wedding, guys?
I feel
Before you knew him?
feel real bad now.
This is my retroactive invitation to Dion's wedding.
I invited Shred King to my wedding,
Wow.
so
I remember you telling me about that. guy.
I'm now offended that I was also invited.
Now, can you retroactively uninvite him?
That's also actually where I met Joe for the first time.
oh yeah,
At the wedding.
yeah, nice. You're not invited to the wedding anymore,
Thank you.
Thomas. You're invited.
Oh, yes. I went through a roller coaster of emotions.
Be there 5.5 years ago.
I will. Do you know what? I will.
Just go back to our wedding photos now. There's Thomas like in the background, just getting closer.
Like that whole, you'll have a whole
And every
fucking
time you look at
shining
the
moment.
photo, Gods of Egypt was terrible though.
Oh,
Is
like
it?
Yeah.
really.
Well, they were. I mean, their whole fucking civilization fell apart, so they obviously weren't
It
doing
fell
their
apart
job.
because of that really cool Hans Zimmer musical that you still haven't watched.
Prince of Egypt.
Yes,
I've listened to the soundtrack.
it's not good enough.
Shut up.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, but like the visual aspect is really spectacular.
But it looks so fake. It looks like it was drawn by people.
But you see, that's part of the charm.
Oh, okay, cool. The old, that's part of the charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Room,
Yeah.
the Breen films.
Yeah.
Prince of Egypt.
I love how you just struggled to finish that joke.
Can't even get it out.
Name your sex tape.
Yeah.
Look how handsome we were at the wedding.
Yo.
Let me see.
Handsome blokes.
Jeez, fucking good looking.
Martina in the background.
But player, you have more hair then.
No.
I had a lot more hair
It's
then.
weird seeing
less
you with
beard.
like hair.
Yeah, but less beard. It just sort of balances out.
Yeah.
I just remember I didn't rewatch it for this Gerard Butler episode, but I do remember the just all of the visual design being absolutely awful for Gods of Egypt. Just terrible. Like, it just looked really bad, and none of the artistic direction worked at all, I felt.
Wait. That other rom-com he was in. What was it called? The rom-com he was in.
Yes, I
Yes,
Love You.
Who was he married to in there?
The boxer.
From
Million Dollar Baby.
$1 Million Baby. But the lady with the
Million Dollar Baby.
Oh my god, this is gonna annoy me.
Internet comment. Oh, yeah. Internet
Hillary
comment,
Swank?
internet-
There we go.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I just remember. I know that because there was a line in 30 Rock where like Liz is she's like all emotional, and she's busy watching like P.S. I Love You, and she's like, well, she's crying, and she's like, this movie's so sad. No one should be married to Gerard Butler or Hillary Swank.
First of all, very rude.
So good.
Yeah. I did watch this past week, seeing as it's one of the 3 movies we have on our Netflix here. London Has Fallen.
Yeah.
Please tell me
And
everything
boy, is
about
that movie nonsense.
Is it as
Really?
nonsense as the first one? Because the
I
the
have
first
not
one's
seen
with the
the
North
first one.
Koreans.
How have you not seen Olympus Has Fallen?
Because
Easily.
I watched the Channing Tatum version instead.
Oh,
back in
White
the day.
House Down?
Yeah. Which is
I-
a mistake.
Yeah.
It's a mistake. I should be kicked off the podcast for doing that.
Sure,
But-
but then again,
But
yeah,
it's Channing Tatum, so
the
we,
Channing Tatum one was objectively the better of the two
I
films.
can't imagine how that is a truthful statement at all.
I haven't seen both.
I'm sorry,
but
this is
the
supposed to be a Jerry B appreciation. And as someone who has not seen either of the films, I think objectively Jerry B was the better
I gotta
better
agree.
one. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Wait, which
you
one
see,
had Jamie Foxx president?
That's Olympus Has
That's-
Fallen.
that-
No,
that's-
that's White House Down.
Oh,
Yeah, White House Down is the Jamie Foxx president. It is Thank You for Smoking who is president.
Aaron Eckhart?
Yeah. Two-Face's
Surely
president
would- surely-
the Jerry
Olympus.
B one. Yeah. It's a mess. And it's completely over the top. And I enjoyed it.
Fantastic.
Is there a drone attack?
Is there a drone
there are 2 drone attacks.
Are there a drone attack?
But the drone attacks aren't from drone armies. It's from America, and the drone attacks are framed as good.
Oh, so
Good.
just news.
Because they
then.
kill bad people, the drone attacks.
Just news.
Did they
then?
kill terrorists?
Yeah.
Evil terrorists?
Arms dealing
and
terrorists.
also
Honestly-
civilians who happen to live near terrorists.
Yeah, they.
Well, do you see?
To be fair to them,
To be
they-
fair.
to them, they did
Choose to
show
live near
that
terrorists?
Exactly, culpable.
innocents
Yeah.
were caught up in it a little bit.
But only a little bit.
Did the terrorists wear towels on their heads?
No, they
kind of-
didn't.
Then how did you know they were terrorists?
Yeah.
Ooh, you got me there.
Takes one to know one, am I right?
Maybe that's why there were so many civilian casualties. Because like, as the bomb was about to go off, the controller was like, "Which
Which one's the
terrorist?" I'm just gonna throw a dart. I'm just gonna throw a dart. Just cover my eyes. So it was just bonkers, and we should go watch Angel Has Fallen very, very soon.
Yes,
Yes.
I think
All
we
right.
should watch
Please,
it.
please, please.
Because at one point there's a fight going on in an SUV, because of course there is.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
It's
And
mandated.
a motorbike guy is pulled in through the window by his helmet by Jerry B.
Rad.
Nice.
And
hero.
Jerry B says, "You're in a bit of a bad position, aren't you?" And the guy,
Yes.
And
the guy
guy's
says, "Fuck you!" And Jerry B gets angry, drives him into a wall, like with the side of the car, and then says to the helmet that's left in his hand, "Fuck me, fuck you!"
What? That is amazing! Are you kidding?
And it's pretty outstanding.
Okay,
That is so rad!
London has fallen.
He also
Cool. 10 out of 10.
repeatedly
9.9
Game
out
of the
10.
year.
Out of
he
10.
also repeatedly stabs a guy and then is on like radio with the terrorist boss guy. And and the terrorist boss guy tells her, like, yo, no, we're gonna kill you now. And everybody's like, oh, listen to this. And then slowly tortures the guy's comrade. He's like, that was your brother.
Holy shit!
Wait, where did you watch this?
This past week, it's on Netflix.
He's a stone cold badass.
And then he throws it away, and the president's like, did you have to do that? He's like, nope.
What?
That is sensational.
I
It
can't
is
wait.
so fucking stupid, and I loved it.
I can't
I
wait.
need it. I need it now.
We need to do.
It starts with a foot race between him and the president,
And does he say on your
and
left?
he runs backwards faster than the president.
What a
We
picture of
need to do riff
athleticism.
tracks for the Fallen trilogy. Is that our
Throw him on the
destiny?
throw him on the pile.
On the back on the pile.
Swish.
You didn't say anything racist there.
I don't know. Marcus talked. I feel I had to add the disclaimer. Just in case.
But it was pretty outstanding, and I cannot wait for the home release of Angel
Man,
Has
I
Fallen.
can't wait for the director's commentary.
Oh man.
Jared Butler. we
Jerry
love you.
B.
Oh please! Oh, I hope there's a commentary track where it's just him, just Jerry B.
Just him talking
Just
about the
shooting
movie.
the shit about the movie.
Do you know what would just absolutely make my fucking day?
Huh?
If he cameos in Ad Astra.
Don't do that.
Don't
Don't
do
give
that
me
to us.
hope.
I'm sorry I couldn't give it to you soon.
Don't tease us like that. Don't tease us that maybe Tommy Lee Jones pulls off his face and it's actually Gerard Butler the whole time.
Oh. That's why. That's
They
why.
show
And then
That-
Brad Pitt goes, "That's an interesting coincidence." It takes a minute. Last year, he's also
And
Jerry
the
B.
moon pirates are like,
That's why the intelligence officer asks him, do you know who this is? Because he's meant to say, no, it's Gerard Butler, but no, it's my father.
So
Ah.
good. So good.
who do you think built the giant space ladder that he climbs up
I
by
mean-
himself?
By himself.
Jerry B.
If he's gonna build an entire network of satellites around the world.
A unified theory of Jerry B.
Oh,
I forgot the best thing from London Has Fallen is Gerard Butler, a single man, just kills essentially
Aw.
all the terrorists.
Does the ladies like him?
No, he's got a wife and a kid and
Ladies
thing, but he's
love
just
Gerard Butler.
one lone human.
Oh, okay.
And he kills all of the terrorists, and when he's busy fighting the guy at the end, he's like, "We're not just one person."
What?
Yeah.
yes.
Wow. He just improv that line. It was supposed to be something completely different.
So to see something coherent, and the director's like, cut?
Oh, we're out of film.
The
We
camera
physically
broke.
ran out of film.
I ran out of digital film. Oh,
Oh,
no.
my SD card is full. That's it, guys. That's a wrap.
Pack it up. Movie's
I have
over.
to have this edited tomorrow morning for the premiere.
Yeah. I haven't even done the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Gerard
But
Butler.
10 out of 10 would recommend. It is on our
Nice.
our Netflix.
I also recommend Dracula 2000 because it's just the shittest movie.
Yes, please.
You got any Jerry B's to recommend, Dion?
No, I haven't watched that many.
I'd suggest you watch Ring of Fire.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if anything, like, I'm the straight man here. I'm the audience surrogate, and I've been convinced.
Outstanding.
Oh, you have watched 300.
You have.
You
which
told
is,
us how you
Which
watched
is one
it
of the
in
most
in the
important.
Kinema.
Chanima
If
That's
you
what I've
will.
said.
and Rain of Fire.
Marcus,
Oh,
have you
all
got
of
any
the-
Jerry
all
B
of the
movie to recommend?
songs
Yes.
that you hear in Rain of Fire are fire related.
Nice.
Awesome.
There's two. There's one.
Is it just Johnny Cash?
No, Jimi Hendrix. And then some other.
Can you
band
imagine
I've
if that
never
movie
heard
came
of.
out in 2006? How much Dragon Force would be in it?
One Dragon Force.
One force.
And over the credits.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, they couldn't have used it. All the Dragon Force songs were used for Uwe Boll movies.
Fuck, you're right.
I forgot about that.
So did I. Anyway, my recommendation is a TV miniseries from 2001, Attila, where Gerard Butler plays Attila the Hun for 2 episodes.
Rad.
Nice.
I've never heard of it, but I'm
Ah,
recommending
yes,
it.
Gerard Butler, the Mongolian.
Also, I like how the TV series is called Attila, but he's only in 2 episodes.
Yeah.
It's a story.
Maybe it's like that Bob Dylan.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like that
yeah.
Bob
Yeah.
Dylan biopic where
Yeah, where it's
4
just different
people.
Attilas. Yeah.
I think
That's
it's
I
only
Am
like
Here Now.
3
right?
episodes.
No, that's a Neil Breen movie.
I know, I did that on purpose. So that people would search. Oh,
Oh, Tim Curry's also in Attila.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
how's he gonna stand up to Jerry B?
Not.
Yeah.
That's how.
All right, I think that wraps up this episode.
We love you, Gerard Butler. You
Jerry
are our patron
B.
saint.
We owe a lot to him.
Wow.
Wow.
You managed to spell out his entire name with your hands.
I'm like,
Like a gang symbol. That's amazing. Wow. That's such a great... Oh, man. The viewers at home are going to be so impressed.
I know.
So
That's
I worked on that for at least 20 minutes.
like, and I thought the Bloods gang sign was
they got nothing on
impressive.
Jerry B gang side. I
All right.
broke 3 of my
Grab yourself a
fingers doing it.
Krabbies and go watch Jerry B.
Yeah.